Leave the goddamn people alone. It's their natural resources. If you want it, then you need to pay for it.
Oh my God, white women are angry. Very angry. What happens when white women begin to talk about African politics? It's taken seriously. And when white women begin to talk about a particular person, Ibrahim Traore, then it will be given priority.
Have you heard of Ibrahim Traore before today? Do you think the West fears leaders who actually serve their people? This is the Africa you're not shown, but I'm here to show you.
White women are now talking about Ibrahim Traore and the imperialistic attacks he's getting from France, from the US, from the West. And they're telling their people, leave the guy alone. Hands off Burkina Faso and hands off Ibrahim Traore. Let's go.
While Western leaders bicker over trade wars and election headlines, a 35-year-old African president just kicked out a former colonial power, and barely anyone's talking about it. His name is Ibrahim Traore. He's the president of Burkina Faso, a land rich in gold, culture and resilience, and he's shaking global politics. Traore was a military captain, young, determined, tired of watching his people suffer under corruption and insecurity. In 2022, he led a coup, not to seize power, but to reclaim it for the people. Burkina Faso was colonized by France. And long after so-called independence, France still pulled the strings. Military bases, gold mines, media control. Traore ended it. He expelled every French soldier and said, "We'd rather die in dignity than live in domination." That's not defiance, that's freedom.
So it seems that the United States is messing around with Africa again, Burkina Faso, because Traore has run France out of the country, taken back their gold and their mining and everything else that belongs to their country. And he is uplifting his people. What is it with Western countries and the United States, why they like to go in and destabilize other countries, and then they wonder why there's immigration to this country? Because you keep on destabilizing other countries. Leave the goddamn people alone. It's their natural resources. If you want it, then you need to pay for it.
Burkina Faso was formerly colonized by France and has an abundance of gold in natural resources. Traore pushed out Western influence, including the mine owners, who are French mine owners in Burkina Faso. France wanted to reestablish relations with Burkina Faso, and if you've seen Macron giving a pretty ridiculous speech trying to say one day they'll thank us for helping them, no, they just wanted you to leave them alone. So now the US is getting involved. And we can all guess what those claims are going to be. Now we're seeing the claim, oh, he's stealing all the gold for himself and he's not helping his people. The next they're going to be like, we need to bring democracy to Burkina Faso. Like those typical things that the US says in order to manufacture consent for invasion and ultimately backing a coup, which I'm sure they have already tried.
This is Ibrahim Traore. If you don't know who he is, you should. Ibrahim has been the president of Burkina Faso since 2022. Right now, Burkina Faso has been in the news a lot because there was just recently a coup attempted upon him. This is like the 19th coup that they've had against him. He is a shining example of what African countries could look like if European colonizers could keep their colonizing asses out of their countries. And yes, I do realize that I am a European descendant person talking about this, but I am specifically here to educate other white people so that way you guys know what's being done to disenfranchise places like Burkina Faso.
I love Africa. It's so difficult to watch Ibrahim, I can't even say his name, Traore, in his speeches and not be absolutely like shaken to the core at the absolute dedication he has to his people. And of course, that's a threat. That's a threat to colonialists. That's a threat to the West. Having anyone who is able to gather people that were ultimately very divided in a very large continent is a threat. If you don't know, Ibrahim has already survived over a dozen assassination attempts. I think it was like 18 or something. And of course, France is threatening him. he has taken upon himself in Burkina Faso to build roads. He's putting in the infrastructure, he's taken it away from private companies to ensure there's no corruption through there, and they are on the ground building roads right now, building the infrastructure that Africa deserves. He has taken control over their own resources. And of course, this is a huge threat because these colonialist nations like France, they profit off of exploiting Africa, and they always have. A continent as rich in resources and culture like Africa, being independent and being free and being able to profit for its people, oh my god, now that's a whole new world.
What is it going to take? Ibrahim Traore needs to be protected at any cost. Any and all cost. Protect this man. For God's sake, protect this man.